Hello, boys and girls. I am the Norse wolf Fenrir. Please drop a like and subscribe. And I'm gonna jump right on into the daily ritual today. I apologize for those of you who normally get on early and whatnot and have been waiting. And that is mainly because I think I'm either getting sick or this heat is screwing with me. There might be a couple of times where I will excuse myself because bathroom lines will calleth. Anyways, today's daily ritual is I must hit 4 survivors with a hatchet throw. Oh, that's no big deal, Joyce. Thank you for showing up. As I stated, I'm sorry it's a bit late. I know I wanted to get on earlier. The problem of it is as I was stating, I think I'm getting sick. It's not all too great for me right now. That's why I stated, if I excuse myself, it's the calling of nature, unfortunately. Won't get into details. I have no idea. I know I've been drinking a lot of liquids as of late, and I can attest that to the heat. But unfortunately, when one's going and I can't say praying to the porcelain god, however, when one ends up having to go to the bathroom for the same reason almost every 45 minutes, I don't think I have any food left in my system, and if I do, then that's going to be weird. Well, for us right now, the temperature here is 74 degrees, nope, 76. And I actually find it really comfortable at 65. But normally when it gets to about 76, 80, it starts feeling really warm here. But I think I'm coming down with something. Anyway, today's daily ritual is I have to hit 4 survivors with the hatchet throw from the huntress. I need to convert. Let's see here. 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me see what all I can find out on that one really quickly. Uh, 76, it's 24.4 degrees Celsius here. Anyway, one thing I do know is I am definitely going to be waiting. I don't know how long until they actually get the killer set. It might be a month. But I will at some point in time get the Executioner for Dead by Daylight. I mean, they don't have it set up for purchase yet, but I think if I can get the right totems, I'll be able to play. No, I am not going to go to the store or something. I'm going to be sticking around and doing my best to not have to change my drawers all in the same time period. Well, that is the new killer that they have set. That's what they're calling it, is the Executioner, being Silent Hill. And I know on the occasion there's certain totems or offerings that they use that you are able to play as for the community build, you know, get the community's thought on, okay, how well does this killer work? Is it too OP? Is it under OP? Sort of like the character I'm playing is called the Huntress. Michael Myers is technically called the Shape. Freddy Krueger is called the Nightmare. I'm going to be trying my best. I mean, the live outside stuff ain't until tomorrow. I'm going to hope that I get better before then. If not, I will have to apologize to Annie Up. I mean, if I'm still decent, or if I am decent, I will try to get to it. But, I mean, there's no major guarantees that I'm going to be getting very far. I started hearing a heartbeat. That means somebody's nearby. I just need to hit for y'all. Nope. Come on, I don't care if I hook anyone, I just need to hit for you. Okay. Let's see if I can catch one and hope like hell they can understand what I'm trying to say. Either that or I'm just gonna have to try and do something different. I know a lot of the Rift missions are a 50-50 based. So far, the ones that I have been finding easier have been the Survivor, because they're mainly all simplistic. Basically like search through a chest or unhook survivors. Yeah. I mean, you could request another spam of Fangmen. It's not a big deal, and I have been stopping every so often to look over at the conversations. Look, I don't care about you guys escaping. Okay, I just need to hit 4 of you. Of course, that person was just more interested in the straight outright escape. There's one. I need to get to another locker really quickly. That way I can reload the hatchets. And everyone just wants to run. Okay, here we go. Come on. I hit you once. Oh, for God's sakes. How long will today's stream be? Oh, wow. I will take it. Today's stream, 3 hours of work. I got no issue with that. Yeah, no, I didn't hang anyone. Like, it really matters to me all too much. At the same time, I'm up to the 800,000 blood point thing again. And as I've brought up beforehand, I couldn't care less. I can do survivor and killer upgrades and all this other stuff. I'm just going to go up to level 18 to kind of get them all leveled out. So if you have any killers or survivors you want to see, like shot, doctor, nurse. Okay. Well, I know we've leveled up the doctor loadout. Oh, doctor's at level 15 and the nurse is at 18. So, eeny, meeny, miny. Wait, are we requesting killers or how are we doing this? Are you asking me which one I prefer to play right now or which one to level up? Play-wise, I'd probably go with Doc. I mean, the nurse is good because of specific things. They're both considered hard difficulties to work around. And, I mean, the one I like is the nurse's calling. And I don't even have any of the other ones equipped yet. So I'll throw Iron Maiden up there. Bitter Murmur just to see how it works. Let's see what perk she normally runs as. There's Strider and then Thanatophobia. Which... Thanatophobia is just 4 skulls. It's like that one. Ah. I think Thanatophobia wouldn't be bad. Okay, but yeah, there's that. And now then we hit up the dock. Because I don't know if I've bloated him out yet all the way. Yeah, I have. So let us begin. Yeah. Oh, wait. I gotta claim the reward from the rift, which gives me 25 more RX cells. Thank you very much. I honestly believe certain characters should have like their own theme music, like the doc here should have like Insane in the Brain. Anyway, supposedly here in a week or so, I should be called back to work. I don't know whether that's true or not, but... if it is, I will definitely be letting you know. Either the live stream prior to work or something else. That way I can try and work something out. I believe I stated please like and subscribe. Ah. Out on like spring break, I take it. No, spring break would have been a little while ago. Anyway, what are you studying to be, might I ask? Yeah. Gotta love how this pandemic is hitting everyone, though. I mean, I'll give people credit that they're trying to stop the spread of the disease, but at the same time, when you have people who don't care, who like to run around, do this, that, and everything else, and touch things, or just grab at stuff and all these other things, it does help. But yeah, no, it's just the whole aspect on, you know, everyone should be safe with how they go about doing things. I mean, yesterday I ended up leaving. I went to, well, our microwave here decided it was, and I mean, I'm not going to give it a lot of crap for being a pain. I mean, the thing was over 38 years old. I mean, the thing was like in its 40s. Because the thing was older than I was, and it's like, you know what, we need to get a new microwave. I went out and bought one. And I did not know microwaves nowadays will come with child locks to them. But I went to the store, and I mean, the employees are wearing masks. I was wearing a mask. And I walk outside, and this local business that does like dairy burgers and everything else is open, and it's like, okay, cool. And I look over, and there's 3 people all within like arm's reach of each other, no masks, and the person who's making the food, taking money and everything, again, no mask. And it's like, I thought we were supposed to social distance and prevent spread. If someone walks up and sneezes on you by mistake with the virus going on right now, you're going to be spreading that stuff around like nothing else. And it's like, you know, I'm not going to bother stating it because people are going to be who they are. Farm. One of. Let's see. Nope. Nope. I think I'm chasing a Meg. I am at the same time. Ooh, somebody down to the basement. Come on. Oh. That was interesting. Yeah, I could have gone to a closer hook, however. You wanted the basement, so here you go. Yeah, no, the one I was chasing earlier, I thought looked like it was a Meg. mainly because she was wearing like that pink like jumper type deal. Hey, Meg. Whoa! Followed by Claudette, I want to say. Ooh. Yeah, Laura gets the free pass this day. I mean, let's face it, that's the obvious. It'd be wrong to hit her again just to rehook her. Respectively, it makes them insane. Supposedly, if you get them maxed out on insanity, it will make it incredibly difficult for them to do gens. Because every time I've been hit with static blast or shock therapy, every so often it will move where the skill check's going to be. So instead of it being like in the center of the screen, it'll move over to like to the left or to the right, and it like messes with the survivors to the point of hello. They'll every so often an image of me will show up in front of them. Whoa! I'll drop my obsession. Yeah, I know, I'm pretty bad at aiming with the doctor. I'll leave my obsession on the ground, sort of. Hello. I hit a pig and it stopped me. Why would you guys heal him all the way up? Not fair. Closest hook. That and it causes people to scream at random. Sort of like that. And you probably just saw like a small image of me there. It's supposed to scare the survivor. As for the obsession, it's all based on killer perks. Ooh, you're over here. Probably should hit this. Ah! All the way over that way. Actually. You're in the basement? Really? But the more insane someone will get, the harder it is for them to do gens, because they won't be able to hit the skill checks. And I hear you, I just don't see you. Yeah, basically. And there is certain perks that the survivors use that create an obsession. Which, I mean, I haven't really figured all of that one out just yet. But, I mean, it does happen. I lost people. Oh well. I mean, I could try and hook people still, but... Well, actually, you know what? Normally, I'll open the door and let them all leave. I'll just, go over and... Insaneness! Leave. I don't quite know about this obsession of what the perks do. There you go. Time to run. It could be play Wraith next. Okay. But I can't remember what one I have that creates the obsession. It might end up being a survivor perk that makes the obsession, because I don't remember loading one. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Not abuse, overcharge, deerstalker, and overwhelming presence. Yeah, it's got to be a survivor-based one. That or it's based off of an offering, but I'm not seeing it. Yeah, it's an awkward thing. I will gladly play Wraith. But yeah, no, I mean, I just looked at all of my perks and theirs. There might be, or they might be patching over to where there's an obsession every match, but I know I've played a couple of matches where there was no obsession. And with my loadout, it doesn't create obsession. Yeah. I think monitor and abuse I'm going to swap out with a different one when I get it. Anyways. Up. And the Wraith. should take a look at his loadout. Yep. There we go. As just searching through. But yeah, no, I know a lot of them, they require like specific things, like where are you? Oh, I know the spirit has it. The ability, or the perk, is called Rancor. And it's at the end of the game, your obsession, like before they can escape, if you down your obsession, you're able to Mori your obsession. And that is a really nice killer perk, because if you have that equipped, I mean, every match, if you haven't killed your obsession right off the get-go, and you've gotten rid, or the other survivors all leave, or they all take off, I mean, regardless of being hooked or not, you're able just to kill your obsession without the need of a hook. And as stated, the new killer, being from Silent Hill and everything, they're calling him the Executioner. And I have looked at some of his gameplay, and he looks like he'd be really fun to play. And he actually has the ability to do 2 different types of Moris. I mean, one Mori is dependent on his ability. For example, if a survivor gets caught in his rights of judgment, I think it is, and they tier 2 in that, I mean, you're able to use the rights of judgment side of the Mori, which apparently it wraps them in a steel bar and barbed wire, and that big sword or knife that he carries, he's able to put into or stab them. Normally they try and do the community build for 2 weeks to a month. So I'm assuming either around June 16th or the 26th of June 27th for him to be released. Because, I mean, they have the community build where it's, they're bug testing the patches and the upgrades, and they want to make sure that he ain't going to cause any issues before he's released out. Because everyone that gets, as I'm going to cancel this to explain, if you come over to the blood web is what I wanted to hit. I don't know why I keep hitting loadouts. But in the blood web, because he's not out to buy, but he is a beta type deal. It's, you click on your blood webs and you upgrade, like with the killers. If I were to upgrade them, I get these things. Well, there's like a totem or a item that randomly would appear in the blood web for killers and survivors and stuff like that. And on the PC, it's, I can't remember what the item looks like, and I don't know if they do it for the PS4, but it'll show a totem, and it's, okay, you sacrifice this, you're able to play as the new character for a little bit just to make sure that it's going to work right. So, they're able to actually play the character prior to the official release where you have to buy it and everything, and they monitor how often that character is played, what happens, does the system crash, does the game lag out, does it completely stall, and they're able to play it before the release, if that makes any sense. And it works the same way with the survivors. I mean, there's a totem for the survivor in the game too. Sorry, I had to pause that thing that way I could explain it, because knowing my luck, I'd open up the blood web and right off the get-go, it's okay, great. But I am hoping that they release it really soon, because that would be really cool to play as. And supposedly he's going to be a heart character, but he's going to have a long-range attack, and as I said, the thing I hate the most is when people loop. I think they try and do 4 chapters a year. Because I know earlier this year they released the Death Slinger, aka our nifty gunman down here. Because originally it was just this guy. Yeah, the Trapper, the Wraith, the Hillbilly, and the Hag. The Nurse came as a download prior to the Doctor. Then there was the Shape, and then the Huntress. Because we are technically on Chapter 16, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 13, 14, and that was a download, so 15. Yeah, I had to double check that one, because I know on the occasion my math is often wrong. But yeah, the original 4 Dead by Daylight characters were the Hag, the Hillbilly, the Wraith, and the Trapper. And all these other ones are like different story arcs that they went with the game. But it's, I know when they were first starting it out, they got it like, I want to say halfway through the year for the download. And they do like their licensed characters, like Ghostface and Freddy in them, but they do also try and come up with their original ones, sort of like the Yoni, the Plague, Legion, Spirit, and the Clown. There have been talks that I have heard, supposedly, that they're trying to make a flying killer, but a lot of people are doing the, no, if it's a flying killer, the barriers and all these other things don't work. But as far as I know, they normally try and do about 4 chapters a year. And it's about the same with the survivors. Whenever they release a new killer, they try and release a survivor. Like, I'm trying to think, one of the sets. Okay, let's see who we have here. Okay.
All right.
Steve Harrington here. He was one of the 2 survivors that came out with the Demogorgon. Ash was just a survivor release on his own. Kate Denson, I think, was released with the Clown. And I think after Ash was released, I think they did Scream or the Death Slinger. And that was just the killer on their own. I mean, they want to do party packs where both the killer and the survivor are released in the same chapter. Like, a lot of people were trying to say it's going to be the Alien chapter, or the Xenomorphs, as I brought up earlier. And that was going to be a Ellen Ripley, more than likely, being the survivor. Because most of the time, if you watch the movie Alien, you equate that with Ellen Ripley. And if you've seen the movie Paul, the lady who works at the CIA at the end, she's the character who played Ellen Ripley. Oh, the Gideon meat plant. Always fun. Up the steps we go. Nope. They're looking. Hiya, buddy! What about you? Come on, y'all want to play? Lunge! Wipe my arm. Oh, my obsession! I'll leave you down. I didn't want to pick you up. I wanted to break the board. Quit writhing. You will not get away. She fell down. She's going for help. Had to break that. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. I didn't want to hit you. You're safe. I'm not going to grab you. I'm going after her. Oh, I thought it was the thing you had to jump. Bad Fangman. Bad. Oh, you healed him all the way up. Hello. Nope. Ugh. I'm facing it against Ash again. Bad. Dude, you're not supposed to sprint burst. Come here, homie. Leave you on the ground, let you die. Wait. No. I know what you're doing. You're going to Steve. Hey, whoa, wait a minute. You're running borrowed time, aren't you? I can't believe it. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can. Nope, wrong way. Take you over to Disenhook. Oh, wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. What did Feng Min do? Feng Min, you remember how we talked about ores, like right now? That was yellow and it just turned red and blew up because, where'd you go? I don't want you. What did you do? You didn't. Oh, wow. Really? Bad girl, you're dead hook. You know this. If I hang you, you die. You know what? Actually, that's kind of the point of the game. My bad. I mean, I don't want to, like, you know, kill them off like this. But, I mean, it is part of the game. I know I'm supposed to kill them. But I don't like feeling like I am purposely zeroing in on specific people. If that makes any sense. Claudette. Ow. Like hell I'm gonna do that. Come here. You again, why is it you want to die? Literally, that's what it seems like. You want to die. You guys have 2 gens you need to get done. You gonna body block me to get to this one too? Too late. Hiya. You know, I wanted the dude who plays Steve. If you thought you could hide, you were wrong. And the dude who plays Steve is not gonna help you, even though he just tried. For those of you who have decisive strike, now would be the time. Oh! She unhooked herself. Albeit. She darted up over this away. You know, he's got to unhook himself. I know it's using Bitter Murmur, Deerstalker, Iron Maiden, and I want to say it's Noed. Oh, there goes Steve. And there goes her. Ruthless killer. Or, sorry, merciless. Deliverance or what? I have no idea what she ran, tell you the truth. I am curious if I'm getting dinged anything somewhere. I have to be. Yeah, they injured 14. Okay, well, I'm happy. I was not anywhere near the proximity line to the survivors after I hooked them. That's a good thing. Oh, crap. I wanted to take a look and see what they were running. They might have been running Deliverance. I don't know. Yeah, that was good. That was by far one of the best plays so far. With certain killers, the small maps like that meatpacking plat didn't work out really great. I didn't have to go invisible once with the Wraith. Next killer, and give me a couple, or either next killer, or, well, actually, I'm going to hit up the Rift and claim that reward, and killer or survivor, it don't matter to me. I'm going to go upstairs more than likely, and oh, they opened up tier 3 of the compendium now, which is a good thing. I believe I opened up tome 1 for this thing, yes. Hip hip hooray. Current tome, which is currently on 3. The survival lines so far, it's hide within 10 meters of killer without being caught for a total of 60 seconds is Dwight. Hit 2 survivors 15 meters away with the Huntress hatchet, and I had to complete that in a single trial. Or I can come over to this one and it's unhook 12 different survivors, and I must unhook them safely, meaning that I have to do this in multiple runs without any care. This one, I have to hook 12 different survivors, which again is multiple lines, so it doesn't really matter how we do this. I can do killer or survivor. And if I go to the earlier ones, I kind of wanted to try and get some of the survivor ones done, because I've got a lot of the killer ones in like part 1 and part 2 of this done. It's just I haven't really done a lot of the survivor package on them. But if you want to see a survivor, let me know. If you want to see another killer, again, let me know. I'll pick accordingly. And I'm going to go upstairs to do something that, as stated beforehand, I probably should stop doing. So I'll be right back. And I am back. So we want the nurse, so I will hook, or do this to hook the 12 survivors, and of course, it'll give me 30,000 blood points. And over, and nurse. Anyway, as for upgrading characters, is there any preferences on upgrades? Because as stated, I've got over 800,000. And I'm thinking if I don't get the suggestions on who I should upgrade, excuse me, I'm thinking I'm going to try and level up Legion, and I'm gonna probably pick a survivor, and I am debating between Meg, Dwight, or Bill on who I'll be using in the Blood Web for upgrades. And the only reason I'm thinking a level 1 killer is getting them up to level 18. I might, if they actually do have it set right, or have it set with how they do it with the PC, I might come across a totem which will allow me to play the Executioner as stated. And if I can get the Executioner, I will definitely do a playthrough on him. Well, it's either I'm going to do a killer and a survivor, or I'm going to do 2 survivors. The only reason I state that I'm thinking about a killer and a survivor is I'm trying to remember how they do the totems for, you know, if I'm going to play a killer or not. And I think they have, like, you can do the trial survivor if you get the totem in survivor lines. And as for killer, it's you get the totem in killer lines. But I don't know if that's a specific level or not. Well, 4 would be great, but as I stated beforehand, the blood points here cap out at 1,000,000. So here in 125,000 blood points, I mean, I could play the game still without much of an issue, but any blood points I'd earn in matches become, like, up in the air, null and void. They no longer exist. It just stops at that straight mill. I mean, if I could upgrade 4 and give them each 400,000, I mean, that would be really cool and great. But they don't really do that, if that makes any sense. Okay, so Meg and Dwight, fair enough. And to be honest, I mean, I believe they really should change the cat mark to maybe 2 mil, because that would be nice. Because at that point, I could try and get it up to 2 mil, and then I could technically upgrade 5 survivors with 400,000 each. Ooh, Grave of Glenvale. We're at the Deathslinger map. How'd you guys know I was coming here? Damage Chen. That is one thing I dislike. You use the blink thing once or twice, and then it puts you into this, like, state of remission where you can't do much of anything until your thing comes back up a bit. Why, hiya. You ran away from me. Bad boy. And this is one of the few things I dislike without Deerstalker. You have to pay really close attention where they drop. Oh, you went through the hole in the ground. Death from above! Ah, missed you. You know, I keep forgetting her name. You could have dropped the pallet on me. Come on. Wait, she's going back into the saloon, I think. I mean, I will give the nurse the credit she deserves. I mean, it makes a lot of sense being able to jump up high and hit things. Dude. Shot off to the right, I think. Yep. Right into this portion. Dude, come to me. got to do 2 more gens, and you're the second guy I'm hooking. Let's see here. You ran away from me. You're still running away from me. I would use the blink capability, but for some weird reason, I know for a fact if I go to use it, this person will definitely be getting away. Oh, wow. Do you think that's the only hook that's nearby? I mean, if I was this guy, I would have sabotaged this hook because regardless, I'm going to have to hunt down. Oof. Ah. I'm going to lose him. There you are. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Closest hook. Oh! If you think you caught me, you're wrong. Onto the hook. Let's see. They'll either hit that one or this one over here, but if I had to guess, they're going to hit the one that was closest to, what's-her-face that I hung. Ouch. I think I've got no one escapes death equipped. Nope, I do not have no ed.